Unlocking the secrets of Athenian government. This will be the direct democracy edition. From the birthplace of democracy to your screen, let's dive into how Athenians ran shop. Democracy. Demi in Greek meaning people, krisi meaning government. A system of government by the whole population or eligible members of the population control the government. Now in the United States, we have a representative democracy, meaning we elect leaders to do the lawmaking and the decision making for us. Now, before you say, oh, it's a constitutional republic, it is. It's still a form of democracy. Direct democracy, what the Athenians operated in the 5th century BC, was first come on the scene by a man by the name of Solon. Solon set this up originally to have the aristocracy controlling everything, or the rule of the better. So we can break this down into classes. We have the very super rich, the very rich, and then the upper to middle class, and then everyone else. What happened here is they all got a vote, with the exception of that lower class could not run things. So out of those individuals voting, we get 9 positions of power. 6 junior archons that just kind of helped with the administration side of things. The archon was someone who ran the city, kind of like a mayor-ish, kind of. A polemarch was a military leader, and the basileus was the religious leader. Now this will evolve into direct democracy a little later. Our system where we pick someone to do the thinking for us is actually what we got from the Roman Republic. The Athenians actually used a lottery system in a way. So the system itself was known as ha bilimenos, which means anyone who wishes. You have the right to choose. So say you were a citizen, meaning a male Athenian who was not a slave and not an immigrant. You would meet 2 or 3 times a month at a place called Nyx, which is west of the Acropolis, as you can see. And this is where the ecclesia would meet. Now this was the government. So they had enough room for 6,000 citizens to come and vote. You didn't have to come each time, but remember, it's 2 or 3 times a month. As a citizen, you have the right to talk about a law, bring up a public lawsuit. Now you wouldn't just bring this up to the 6,000 that were there. Now that's where the boule steps in. Boule was the council, consisting of 500 citizens that were elected by lot, or in other words, random lottery. Originally this was 400 and it was taken from each of those classes I showed you before, but as this gets into direct democracy, it now turned into 500. Now hearing lawsuits and other crimes, you have the People's Court, which consisted of 6,000 jury members that were also elected by lot. So you might be thinking, that's cool, anyone can do this. Well, it's kind of like jury duty for us. That doesn't mean that person is skilled in these positions. The boule, you were only allowed to be part of it twice in your lifetime, and you actually had to wait 10 years between each time, and that's it. Everything was by chance. Like the magistrates, they were elected by